Can you say hi? Hi, ladies. I'm gonna show you guys today how to make a fruit tart. Super easy. And it'd be easier if you can get all your prepping done ahead of time. That way you don't gotta be running back and forth. So my little guy is gonna help me. So you need 1 cup of flour. Can you put it in there? Put it in here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got more. And then 1/3 cup of confectionate sugar. I think that's how you say it. Thank you. And we're making the shortbread crust first. You need 1/2 cup of cold butter. It has to be cold, that way the shortbread will be like flaky. And I would say use a good butter, because that's what's gonna give it the taste. So like a Kerrygold or Land Lakes. A good butter, a real butter. And it calls for 1/2 teaspoon of salt, but I never add that because I always get the salted butter. So up to you. And then just throw it in there. And then, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna blitz it up or blend it up in the food processor. And you want it to be like clumpy. You don't want it super fine. I'll show you. I'm gonna push high or low. And then you want it like this, like you can just like that. See, it's not like fine, like sand or anything, but you just want it enough where you can smash it down, it doesn't fall apart. You don't want it like doughy, like a pie crust. Just dump it in. And I like this recipe because you don't have to roll it or anything like that. You can get it all done with your hands. Easy peasy. So. Okay. Spread it out. And get it even. And then just start smashing. Try to get the sides. You can get that little shell up to it. Okay, so I'm done. And I can never get the edges nicely, but it's okay. And don't worry about it looking kind of, if it doesn't look perfect on the bottom, it's okay, because you're gonna cover it, you're gonna fill it anyways with a you're gonna fill it, so don't worry about that. Just poke holes in it, a toothpick, whatever your heart desires, and then you want to cover it with plastic wrap. I'm using Reynolds Kitchen. This is not a promo. Anywho, or sponsor, whatever they call it. And you want to cover it and put it in the freezer for like a good 15 minutes because you don't want it to shrink. And while it's in there getting chilled, you can get started. Okay, so we're back. I had it chilling in the refrigerator, for about 15 minutes, like that. And I'm gonna put it in the oven at 425. And depending on your oven, you want to leave it in there 13 to 15 minutes. So I usually take it a little before 15 minutes because my oven gets super hot really quick. The pie crust, the shortbread out of the oven, I put it in for exactly 13 minutes because my oven gets hot. So again, if your oven, depends on your oven, 13 to 15 minutes. And this is how it looks. And this is the part where it always breaks my heart because I can never get the edges the way I want it to get. And they always look a little extra brown, we'll say that. But that's how it's supposed to look. And don't worry about how it looks on the bottom because we're gonna cover it with the filling, so don't worry. But I'm gonna keep working at this because I want to get my edges perfect in the future. So I'm gonna put this to the side so I can let it cool, and then we'll get started on the filling. Okay, so the filling again, super easy. You're gonna need 1/2 cup of mascarpone cheese. If you don't have that, just use cream cheese. I've never tried it with cream cheese, but they say it works. So for the filling, super easy. It's half a cup of mascarpone cheese. If you don't have that, you can use cream cheese. So let's put that in there. Get all of it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. And then you need half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Pour all that in there. Okay. And then you need 2 tablespoons of sugar. If you don't want to use regular sugar, you don't have to. You can use coconut sugar if you want. But I have just regular sugar right now. So 1, 2. And then you need half a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Just 1. And that's it. 5 peaks. Okay, so I'm done. And this is how you want it. You want it creamy. Like that. You can keep going longer if you want, but I like it like this. So and this filling is seriously good, just like that. You can even put it in like hot cocoa and use it as whipped cream. You can just you can skip the shortbread and just get a bowl of fruit and just dip it as you go. It's so good. So, anywho. Okay. I think earlier when I said it was 2 tablespoons of, or 1 tablespoon of vanilla, I meant half a teaspoon of vanilla, just in case. But anyways, but this is how it's supposed to look. And you don't gotta be all fancy with it either when you're spreading this out, because you're gonna cover it with fruit. So, anywho, and it looks like a lot because I ended up using all the mascarpone and a little bit of the heavy cream because I didn't let the shortbread cool down enough, so it was getting kind of melted. So I just ended up putting more on top. But recipe just calls for half a cup of heavy cream and half a cup of mascarpone, and that always works. So just let the shortbread cool down. Don't be impatient like me. Or be impatient, up to you. This is your dessert. You do whatever you want with it, as long as whatever makes your heart happy. Just pour it all in there. Now for the fun part. We're gonna decorate it. You can put whatever fruit you want on it. I've seen fruit tarts where they put all kinds of fruit. They put kiwis, mangoes, apples, grapes, tangerines, any kind of fruit you like. You can top it with chocolate chips, whatever you want. Coconut flakes, anything. I happen to just like the blueberries and raspberries. I don't like to put anything else on there like mangoes or things like that. For me, I feel like it gets like watery. So this is perfect for me. So add whatever you want. And with the raspberries, I don't like to just throw them on there. And I like to just, put them on the top like that. That's all. And you guys can do that too because we're fancy. We do that. Put them wherever you want. My niece loves it when I make this fruit tart for her when she comes. I always make it for her. So, I think this is a good Christmas dessert. And if you guys know, you know, I love Christmas. And these colors just cheer me up because they give that Christmas feel. So, anywho, I'm going to finish decorating this and I'm going to throw the blueberries on there. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So now my little fruit tart's done. You can put it in the refrigerator if you want overnight. I'm going to do that so that the cheese stays nice and cool. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. I still get a little upset because I can never get these edges golden, like a golden brown. Just got a little toasty. I say it's extra flavor. But I didn't mention either, you know when the shortbread is done when it's golden brown. Again, my oven gets hot real quick and I'm still messing with it. But this is it. So thank you. See you guys on Sunday.